It is 9 a.m., August the 20th, 2026. Roll call, please, David.
Chairman Smith,
Here.
Vice Chairman Buffington. Here. Commissioner Petrie.
Here.
Let the record show that a quorum is present. Richard Bustamante, in-house counsel. Izzy Trejo, New Mexico Racing Commission Executive Director. David Dominguez, New Mexico Racing Commission Senior Law Clerk. Go to please, read.
Pledge allegiance to the flag, the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have we, everybody looked at the agenda? Anything needs changing? Nothing? Looking for a motion to approve the agenda?
Buffington, I'll make that motion. Second, Petrie.
Chairman,
Roll call.
sorry. Chairman Smith. Chairman Smith,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Buffington,
Yes.
Commissioner Petrie.
Yes.
Has everybody looked at the minutes? Any changes in the minutes that anybody found?
No.
No?
Nope.
No? Looking for a motion to approve the minutes?
Buffington, I'll make that motion to approve the minutes of the July 2nd meeting and the July 16th meeting. Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please, David.
Chairman Smith,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Buffington,
Yes.
Commissioner Petrie.
Yes.
So moving forward, Commissioner's report. I just want to say something about the state of quarter horse racing. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. I think over the last 7 years since I've been here, that we've regulated our therapeutical drugs to a point that trainers can't take care of their horses. Every time something happens, we take this way, take this way, take this way. We've turned every quarter horse in this business into cheaters. That's just my opinion. I think going forward, I would like to see a move to bring some of those therapeuticals back. Do like the exact thing thoroughbreds do. Whatever they do, I think we need to look at it. I mean, I'm not saying it's something that, but if we don't, we're not going to stop this cheating. We're not. I mean, we've taken everything away from them. They might as well squirt it on the ground. It does them no good. And you show me one out there that's not pushing them, but you show me one where we got high levels of, what is it, Izzy, that we're checking for and we're showing high levels?
Of troponin, thyroid levels.
Right. And so that's an indication that there's something going on. Now, do we know what it is yet? No. So we can't do anything till we know what it is. So if we don't do something, this industry, in my opinion, is going to go south. Anyway, I've said my piece. Agency Director.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Chairman, members, commission members, people that are in attendance here live and virtual. Just to pile on to that, as you know, that the agency's implemented a new program, and I do applaud our veterinary staff, Dr. Lowe, Dr. Ada Brothers, our equine health and testing advisor, advising us to go this direction. There's been a monumental amount of pressure on this commission to try to run these All-American Triple Crown races clean and free.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, we have very limited resources to do this job. So I think what the vets have come up with is a pretty novel, and it's kind of piggybacking off what we've done a few years ago and checking the complete blood counts of qualifiers, physiological readings with livers, kidneys, and so forth. But we've stepped it up a level based on what happened in Oklahoma recently, in which they barred 171 horses and put them on emergency protective orders. We're a little different from them. We're utilizing our vets list and the expertise of our vets who have the knowledge on what's healthy for a horse and what's not healthy for a horse. So as far as troponin goes, that's a protein. It's not a drug. So what, it's a regulatory protein found inside heart muscle cells that helps muscles contract. So when we take readings of the blood, the more troponin we find in that sample, the more the heart is experiencing condition. So it's a monitor to maybe keep a horse from having a heart attack on the racetrack. So I think it's a good mechanism to measure the wellness of a horse based on equine physiology. And also the thyroid. The thyroid is like a point guard for a lot of things in a horse. If the levels are high, then that's an indicator that the horse has been given something or not. So in order to protect the industry, those horses that have high levels with either thyroid, which we just got our results back yesterday or the day before, and the horses with the high troponin levels, those horses are now on the vets list. They now need to prove to our commissioned vets that these horses are healthy enough to go out and participate and compete in a race as significant as the All-American Futurity Oaks and Derby. But I think it's a good way to protect the horse, protect the industry. We certainly don't want horses collapsing, unable to walk. We've seen it all during these races.
Yeah.
So it's a true way to protect horses rather than just testing for drugs,
right?
Which we all know how that game goes.
Sure.
It's a cat chasing the mouse. So we're only as good as our lab is, and they're only as good as the information that they have. So this is a new realm. We got a little bit of pushback, of course, by the people that have been called out on it. And I think we have a total of 7 or 8 horses that are now on the vets list and have to jump through some hoops in order to show those horses are fit enough and be removed from the vets list before races will be come around. So we feel it's a good thing to go, and it's not just all about drugs. It's about the horse's anatomy and its well-being internally. So that's good. Did attend the Racing Gaming Conference in Saratoga Springs, New York this past week. A lot to be discussed about horse racing and where are we really going, to touch on what you said, Chairman. Not a lot of bright spots in our industry. Even from the regulatory side, I've always said we're an over-regulated industry. As you said, when someone punches a hole through here, we got to go and fill it up with a new rule. Punch a hole here, we got to go back and fill it up. So we have rules. We have one of the thickest rule books in America, I believe. And it's not necessarily a good thing that we have that many rules to regulate this. But the unfortunate side is people keep cheating. We got to figure out ways to stop them. And as I said before, we have very limited resources. The legislature's not necessarily appropriated what we feel we need to do this job correctly and efficient as we could.
Right.
So we're going to keep trying. As I mentioned before, a lot of times keep the sleeves rolled up and try to work smarter, not harder. That's what we have. And, we're just trying to balance the playing field to keep the honest people in our industry afloat and give them encouragement to stay in our industry, because I talk to a lot of people and there's a lot of people that are down on the industry right now. And I understand that. So that's why we're trying to think outside the box with this troponin and thyroid testing. And hopefully we can level the playing field come September 7th. I stand for any questions.
So what do you think about my comment? Do you think that we have regulated the good guy out of the business?
Well, to a certain extent, I can agree with you, Mr. Chairman, members of the commission. My feeling is the therapeutic drugs that are used on our horses now have a 14-day stand down period. And I would think that rather than change the rules and get a black eye on a national level, it's a very simple fix. Put 3 weeks between these trials and these finals, and then the vets can go up to 14 days and do their work on the horse without being in fear of violating a rule. It's just a calendar fix. I know we're traditionalists and we run also between a Memorial Day and Labor Day, but it's just a calendar. Put 3 weeks between these trials and finals and the problem's fixed.
Well, 14 days out doesn't do any good for them, does it?
Well, it gives them a week to work on their horse inside the rules.
I know. That's what I'm talking about. We need to change the rules. So we need, that's my opinion, probably never get done. I just see that the quarter horse industry is gonna go away because we're losing good guys every day.
I will say, Mr. Chairman, and not that I disagree with you 100%, but Louisiana tried it a few years ago and they got a backlash like no other when they tried to rearrange the therapeutic levels and that. So I'd rather fiddle with the calendar than fiddle with the drugs and give the vets and the horsemen the time they need to attend to these horses with the approved therapeutic drugs, the corticosteroids. Growing up in a barn, I know that these help a horse. I would love aspirin when I need it after a football game or basketball game. Horses are no different. They do need tending to with the likes of some of those therapeutic drugs.
Now, the thoroughbreds, the New Mexico bred thoroughbreds, they have a different, are they different than what we do with the quarter horses?
I'm not real familiar with what HISA and HIWU does with their drugs, but I do believe they have 14-day stand-down periods for steroids as well. And before HIWU came in 2022, our thoroughbreds and our quarter horses were on even par with that rule. So I can't quote the HISA rule for that. But I do believe it's 14 days still, which is what our rule says.
Do they use any bronchodilators?
The beta agonist bronchodilators are majority of them are considered banned substances because of the effects they have on the muscle of the horse.
What do you think about the fast twitch muscle versus the thoroughbred twitch? Is there something to that?
Science says there is something to that. The quarter horses and the thoroughbreds are different with their muscle makeup. So I don't quite comprehend it 100%, but I've been to enough conferences to listen and hear it and then regurgitate it. So they say there is science that backs that up. That the beta agonists react a lot different in the quarter horses than it does in thoroughbreds.
All right. Anything else? Any questions for Izzy? Anybody?
Just a comment. I think last meeting, Izzy mentioned that we've been on this battle a long time, and I said we've been aggressive for a long time, but this is more aggressive and doing everything, in my opinion, we can open to other suggestions to clean up this quarter horse industry primarily.
Yeah. I don't think there's any question that we're going to have to do. In that case, we're going to have to start running people off, trainers off. If we're really going to fix it, if we can't change the therapeutical end of it, got to get aggressive. Anybody that steps out of line, don't relicense.
We've been trucking away for 10 years on that, and we've gotten rid of a lot of guys, but it's the terms used in the regulatory world, it's whack-a-mole. They just come up with another person.
That's all right.
Texas, 20-some trainers got licensed that shouldn't have got licensed. Now they're out in the population. Thank God they caught that and retracted those licenses. But those guys won a lot of races while they had their license illegally for a period of time. So
one of those guys trains the All-American 30 horse, doesn't he?
yes, he did.
It's and probably didn't pass the test according to Texas or
Yes, that.
okay, but they haven't really come out and say for sure. They have said at this point, but we can't say it for sure yet. So until they say for sure, we can't do anything, right?
Well, it's yet to be determined whether there was fraud involved.
Yeah.
They're very safeguarding of that word at this point in time because the investigation is not completed. I don't want to talk about their business too much. They're doing what they think they need to do, but
Sure.
It's severe with trying to maintain this industry's integrity.
It is tough.
Do the best we could, and do we like all the rules that we have in our rule book? I'm going to say no. People may be surprised to hear that, but we've had to put them in because we get enough phone calls from good, honest people that are trying to make a living and put food on the table in this industry. We're just trying to protect them people to keep this game going because we need them and we don't need the cheaters. So that's why we're so top heavy on battling against the cheaters. And just look what this agency's gone through just to summarily suspend a person recently. Now we get a contempt of court charge, and now we have a civil rights lawsuit just by doing our job. So the industry's, the bad guys make it difficult for us to do our job, but I think my staff is prepared to go to battle every day, all
Yeah,
day.
well, I know, I know. I appreciate it. Anyway, anything else? All right, moving on. Mary, New Mexico Breeders. Are you up there, Mary?
I'm here. Good morning, Commissioners. Mary Barber, New Mexico Horse Breeders.
Mary, real quick, did you see what I did?
What'd you do?
A New Mexico bred thoroughbred at the
Oh,
sale.
yes. I noticed you purchased a horse.
So I'm legal
Of
now,
course
right?
I noticed. But you didn't breed one. So,
Okay.
but thank you for buying one. Anyhow, to go over my reports, let's see, Rodoso ran 117 New Mexico bred races in 36 days, and that's through Sunday, August 9th. There were 32 thoroughbred overnight races, 37 quarter horse, 33 quarter horse trials, 5 thoroughbred stakes, and 10 quarter horse stakes. And our contribution totaled $766,000. That is $414,000 more than in 2025 when they only ran 22 days. They averaged 3.25 New Mexico bred races per day. There was 37 thoroughbred and 80 quarter horse. And they were +9 for the required 3 a day. For the average field size for New Mexico bred overnight races, the thoroughbreds averaged 7.38. The quarter horses averaged 8.81. And the combined average field size is 8.15. For New Mexico breds running in open overnight races in the 36 days, 362 New Mexico breds ran in open overnight races, and of those, 106 came in first, second, or third. There were 57 thoroughbreds, 49 quarter horses, and our contribution was $98,193.40. And that concludes my reports.
So for most of it, doing very well, huh?
They really are. Some days we're running, we're winning 5 and 6 races a day, so not doing too bad. Can't complain, really.
That's nice to hear. All right, anybody have questions for Mary? All right, Mary, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
John, will you take us into executive session, please?
I would. I move that the commission enter into executive session to discuss pending litigation, licensing matters, and for deliberations in connection with legal proceedings as identified under item number 8 of the meeting agenda in accordance with NMSA 1978, sections 10-15-1H, 1, 3, and 7 of the Open Meetings Act.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please, David.
Chairman Smith,
Yes,
Vice Chairman Buffington,
Yes.
Commissioner Petrie.
Yes.
we're now in executive session. Thank you.
purses. I'm hoping to come to you next month with a purse increase as well. So, long story short, the 2027 stake schedule is what we're asking for approval.
Wait a minute, not yet. The way you're redoing the casino, you're not cutting down on the number of machines, are you?
That I do not believe we are, but I don't know for sure. But I know they're spreading out the machines, so they're not, like banks of 5 where, everyone's crowded. I know they're spreading them out. I don't think the number of machines are going down, but I don't know that for sure. I hate to say the wrong thing on record, so.
I was just curious, 'cause John kind of felt that way. I don't feel that way. I think that if they had an opportunity, they'd get more machines. But anyway.
Yeah, okay, good to hear. And I appreciate you talking about the percentage of stakes being under 20% without me having to ask, so.
And Commissioner Buffington, I'm hoping that 19% is even lower if our purses keep increasing. And last year we increased our purses halfway through the meet, and then we increased the stakes as well. So trying to get out ahead of this, and hopefully, I think we could probably do a overnight purse increase as well, the way things are looking right now. I know my boss doesn't want me to be too aggressive, but the last few years, we've seemed to always try to be playing catch up with our purse account. So,
Which is very frustrating to the horsemen. The last weekend, all of a sudden we've got overnight stakes and all this, and the last race, we're trying to bump it up and all that kind of stuff. And I realize it's a balance you got to kind of have right, but always ask the same questions. Appreciate the answers ahead of time without asking questions. The other question I'm always going to ask, and you know this, is how many stalls you got, which I know, and how many horses do you have coming in? And I'll probably expand that a little bit. How many trainers do you have that are going to have licensing? So ahead of time, so you guys can include that in your spiel.
thank you.
Thank you.
I hear a motion to approve the 2027 stake schedule.
This is Buffington. I'll make that motion to approve.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please, David.
Chairman Smith,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Buffington,
Yes.
Commissioner Petrie.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the commission. Our last approval item is the gaming breakage from these stakes races, and I believe you have a letter from Mary Barber with the New Mexico Breeders Association. I'd like to thank Mary and her committee as well for their work on the stake schedule as well.
Thank you, Mary. Looking for a motion to approve.
Buffington, I'll make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please, David.
Chairman Smith,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Buffington,
Yes.
Commissioner Petrie.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
All right, moving to E, approvals for Rio Dosa Downs.
Mr. Rick Ball, let me just allow his mic and camera and
Good morning, Chairman. Can you hear me?
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you, sir.
Can
Good
you hear
morning
us?
once again. Yes, sir. Before I start, Mr. Chairman, I would like to make a comment that I greatly appreciate all the efforts that this commission is taking and their diligence in regard to protecting our equine athletes. I applaud you. I thank you. And as an industry, on behalf of Rio Dosa Downs, whatever we can do to help, we're here. And I feel like all the other racetracks, I'm assured that they'll do anything they can do to help, that we put our equine athletes first.
Thank you.
On behalf of Rio Dosa Downs, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to request ratification of approval to cancel July 24th, 26 race card due to rain. Also request approval to distribute those purses evenly between the owners of each respective race and distribute losing jock mounts in the amount of $125 to the jockeys.
Buffington, I'll make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please, David.
Smith,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Buffington,
Yes.
Commissioner Petrie.
Yes. Mr. Chairman, item number 2, request for ratification of approval to replace paddock judge Robert Farrell with Jackie Riddle on July the 24th, 2026 and July 25th, 2026.
For approval
Buffington, I'll make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please, David.
Chairman Smith,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Buffington,
Yes.
Commissioner Petrie.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Appreciate it.
Thank you. That ends our meeting, so there's no other reason for the commission. I will hear a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Buffington, make that motion.
Second, Petrie.
Roll call, please, David.
Chairman Smith,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Buffington,
Yes.
Commissioner Petrie.
Yes.
Meeting adjourned. Now, John, you can go visit.